Hey guys, what is up? Guys, in this video, I'm gonna share with you a trade I took on Platinum this morning, about 5:52 a.m. I believe, is when I took it. And almost immediately, within the first 15 minutes, we were already halfway to T1. And so one of the things that we talk about here at Trading Price is how quickly can we reduce our risk in trading. And so inside the video, I tell you about why I moved my stop where I did as quickly as I did. And the reason why is because it became a free trade. Now, you'll also see that we hit T1 pretty soon after that, locking in about $815 on the day. But then I just got an alert that we got stopped out, which means that, so we shorted Platinum, and as price came down, it hit our T1 and it's come back up since then, and it stopped us out at break even on that. So about, I don't know, 15 minutes after we placed the trade, we guaranteed a no lose situation on this trade. And that is what I really strive to do here, is reduce the risk in trading, focusing on not losing money. Your winners will run, your winners will make it, but we got to focus on not losing money. And so we hit T1 and now we're out of the trade and we move on to bigger and better things. So check out this video, guys, and take it easy. All right, traders, what is up? It is Wednesday, August 3rd, 5:52 in the morning. And guys, just took a quick little trade here on Platinum. We can see that we've been in this uptrend, but recently, in the last, I don't know, 24 hours or so, we've made some lower highs and lower lows in price, and we're coming back into this rally-based drop that created new lows past this. So took a very small risk here, 4 contracts, went in and set my first target 3-1, and then second target below this little rally-based rally here. A little bit of pressure, we'll be able to turn this over into some type of trailing stop along the way. But notice we are sitting at 50 on the RSI inside of this 1 hour level. That has a pretty good strength. It's fresh, we haven't tested it before. So it scores out pretty high on our scoring model that we use here. And I'll come back once the trade is taken off and give you guys an update on what's happened. All right, guys, so we're back on this Platinum trade. Been in it for, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. And it looks like we're halfway to our first target by just a couple ticks. So you can see right now that we're up $715 on the trade. And I got a couple options here. We are in kind of this sideways market. If we were in a downtrend, I would be inclined to just leave everything where it's at and not move my stop. However, because we are in this sideways trend, I am going to move my stops to break even. And that is going to ensure that we lock in that it's a free trade, right? And that's really what we're looking to do here, is reduce the risk when we trade. That's our goal here at Trading Price, and our price continues to fall. Just gonna go ahead and move my stop to a couple ticks above where we got in, just to cover the cost of commissions and any potential slippage that may happen. So I'll move these to 894.1, and then we will go from there. I'll come back later on in the trade. All right, guys, so we are back on our Platinum trade and just about to hit T1. So I'm just gonna go ahead and exit at the market, and we'll call that a win. And so what I've got to do now is come in here and get rid of that. And so we've got 785 remained open. We locked in about 800 bucks on this trade. And so if nothing else happens, we've made at least $800 on the trade, and we will let this continue down. And what I want to know is, once we come down here, we can implement one of our trailing strategies. So we just hit that, that was the T1 mark that we just hit. So once we come below here, we can implement a trailing stop strategy. All right, guys, finalizing this Platinum trade that we made about $900 on. We had a 1 hour chart with a rally-based drop. Price came back in, we got short. This was our T1. And I want to point out a couple things here. Number one is, when price got halfway, you notice that we moved our stop to break even. And guys, I cannot stress enough how in trading, having the ability to reduce risk is the difference between successful and unsuccessful traders. And so we were able to reduce risk within about 15 minutes here. Let me see if I can pull this up. There you go. All right, this is a 1 15-minute candle that we got to halfway, and we were able to move our stop to just below, and that meant that we had a free trade. And so before the trade, we're willing to take a very small area where we're willing to accept the risk of taking the long or the short side. And while the trade plays out, we further reduce our risk by breaking it down to break even once we got halfway to our first target. And the reason that I did that was because we are in this sideways trend. Now, if we were in a downtrend or if we were in an uptrend, I would have treated things a little bit differently. I have a lot of other before, during, and after videos that explain those, but because we are in this sideways trend, even though we are well below 60 on the RSI, I still chose to move my stop to break even after the halfway target, and then price came down and we hit our T1. Now, again, because we're in a sideways market, I have to be not aggressive on my first target. This is not an aggressive target for me. This is where there's buying pressure. Okay, so there's definitely buying pressure that originates from here, and we were able to get out almost at the low of this move down before price came back up. And unfortunately for us, price did come back up after we moved our stop down to break even. 894.1 is where we got stopped out at. So we got stopped out. Price is moving around a little bit now. It's moved down a little bit now from there, down around 891. So, hopefully price doesn't go all the way down, because then I would feel like we missed out on something. But the reality is guys, I actually almost never feel that, because I believe that reducing risk in trading is the key to me being a profitable trader for so long. So price might come screaming down here. On the surface level, that would suck, right? Because you got short one and you took a little bit, and then the second one's gonna come down here. We have no idea where price is gonna go. So what I did was take a very small zone that I'm willing to accept. I was aggressive with my risk reducing strategies, which proved to be prudent. We set our targets right, that locked in $900 on the trade, and price unfortunately came all the way back up, and we got stopped out on the remaining 2 contracts because we shorted 4 contracts here. So guys, that wraps up this platinum futures trade, and we've got a lot more coming just like that. So keep an eye out. And guys, as always, you can follow me on YouTube to find out more trades like this. You can find us on Facebook, and as always, you can check us out at tradingprice.com. All right, guys, take it easy.